Hey guys, it's Miharu, and welcome to another Shantae lore video. Today's topic is the spooky race of creatures known as zombies. I'm sure we've all come across at least a few of these at some point in movies and games, right? Walking, and sometimes talking, corpses who crave the flesh and brains of the living. But what about in the Shantae series specifically? Well, the zombies of Sequin Land aren't that different from the usual. They still act like your typical video game enemy, popping out of the ground and attacking our half-genie hero on sight. At least, some do. But the Shantae universe is actually home to two types of zombies. The classic ones you encounter out in the wild, and then a more civilized sort. What exactly does that mean? Well, it just means instead of human flesh, they prefer to enjoy a nice cup of coffee. This more refined, nomadic community makes up the zombie caravan, which is constantly on the move in order to avoid persecution by risky boots. Notable members of this group include the fan favorite Roddy Tops and her brothers, Abner Cadaver and Poe. In the original game, the caravan can only be found at night in random locations across Sequin Land. Bringing 4 baby warp squids to the warp squid wagon will help with tracking it down. The caravan zombies are pretty much your standard townies. They've got an item shop guy, a bathhouse girl, and even their own version of the save sage. They're all quite friendly and are willing to help Shantae on her journey. All except for Roddy Tops, who refuses to give any helpful advice unless you can beat her in a race. She's also the only zombie of this clan who's still interested in eating brains, which has earned her an unfavorable reputation. In Pirate's Curse, Roddy and her brothers make a temporary home on Spiderweb Island, where many wild zombies can also be found. Cacklers, on the other hand, are a fleshless breed of the undead, who reside in dungeons such as Cackle Mound and Cackle Tower. They're also referred to as undead knights when armored and wielding swords. Unlike zombies, cacklers only come in one type: enemy. You won't find any sophisticated coffee drinkers here. A similar variety also appears in Seven Sirens, called Skeleton Knights, which are the remains of pirates who fell victim to the sirens. Equipping their monster card will double the charge speed of the Bonker Tortoise form. Though we know very little about both kinds of undead, characters like Roddy Tops and Hypno Baron, who's said to be a cackler, put a fun spin on the trope, showcasing their own brand of humor and horror.